You're talking about five hollow point bullets, about 5 hollow point bullets for every man, woman, child, U.S. citizen that's in this country. So they know that something's getting ready to happen. But when certain news people question them about it, they say, "Oh, that's for target practice." Well, you don't use hollow point bullets for target practice, which the elder read in another article. Excuse me, that a hollow point bullet is 4 to 5 times more expensive than your regular average bullet, your average shell or a bullet. Right. All right. So that's bullshit. We just told you a couple of weeks ago that the national debt is now above 16 trillion. So, I mean, in the UK, there was a story, I believe it's on RT. I was watching it before we did the show, that it's already written in stone that they're going to cut the welfare dramatically among the poor in the UK. Now, anything that happens in the UK happens over here in the States. So if it's happening over there or going to happen over there, guess what? It's going to follow suit over here. Because if Romney gets in, even if Obama stays in, they can only do what the elite tell them to do. So if they plan to cut welfare, food stamps, whatever benefits that you receive, what the hell are you going to do? You're going to do what Greece has been doing since 2009. That's 10, 11, 12, 13, 13, almost 4 years of rioting, man. There's something on EU, on the Euro News. It was in Portugal, they were rioting. In Italy, they're rioting. In Spain, all over the world. They don't even bother, like CNN doesn't even bother to tell you what's happening around the world. They don't give you too much international news, because anywhere you go outside of the United States, for the most part, people are rioting, man, against these riot police. Go ahead, brother.
This is 2 Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works, and ending in effects and signs.
Yeah, so we in that time, man. Like I said, you got these Israelite groups that think this being an Israelite is just something to do. Like your parents could have been Black Panther members, or they could have been part of the town bowling team or something like that. A lot of you dudes out there that call yourself going out on the highways and byways, do you know why you're really going out here, man? Do you know that we're at the last days of this thing, and that you're supposed to be focusing on these prophecies and the other things too? You know, there's certain things that an Israelite's supposed to do. You know, keep the Passover, the high holy days, keep the Sabbath, honor the Sabbath. You know, don't commit adultery. You know, keep the laws. You know, praise the Most High, know the Most High's name and the Son's name. Go out there and teach the word because you understand the scriptures. It was given to Ezekiel to eat that roll, which is a book, and to make that roll go into his bowels. All right. Meaning digest it, understand it, get this knowledge fully into you, and then go out and do what? Teach the children of Israel. All right, not Edomites and other nations can make it, you know. So what time are we living in? In Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, it says there's a time and season for all things. We're in the time of the end. So that's what your focus is supposed to be on, man. Matter of fact, get me Second Peter's the third chapter, and I believe that's the 11th or the 12th verse. Conversation. What manner of conversation? Go ahead.
2 Peter 3 and 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
In other words, what type of person are you supposed to be? You're supposed to be in this knowledge, man. Meditating on the scriptures. Going out on the highways and the byways, teaching his word. Telling the Israelites whether they hear or forbear. That's your job. If they don't get it, then you did your job. But if you don't go out there and you warn them, well, it tells you in Ezekiel to warn them. All right? Matter of fact, give me that. What is that? Ezekiel 33?
3 and 17.
3 and 17 is good, but there's one in 18th chapter, and I believe in the 33rd chapter too. I believe the main one I wanted, I believe, is 18. I think it's 18 and 18, maybe? 18, no, not 18, 18. 18 and 18th chapter. Or the 33rd chapter, but it's also in the 3rd chapter. Yeah. I'm sorry, 33:18. Forgive me, 33. It's in 18 too, but the main one is in 33:18. All right, go ahead.
Ezekiel 33:18. When the righteous turneth from his righteousness and committeth iniquity, he shall even die thereby. But if the wicked turn from his wickedness and do that which is lawful and right, he shall live thereby.
Yeah, this is talking about Israel. You had wicked Israelites. It ain't talking about Esau. Go ahead.
It says, Yet you say the way of the Lord is not equal, O ye house of Israel. I will judge you every one after his ways. And it came to pass in the 12th year of our captivity, in the 12th month, in the 5th day of the month, that one that had escaped out of Jerusalem, came unto me, saying, the city is smitten. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. The eighth verse. The 8th verse.
33rd chapter?
Yeah, I started 7. 18 was good. No, but I'm going to start at the 7th verse. Verse 7. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore shalt thou hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me. And how you hear the word at the Most High's mouth? By the prophets out there teaching you. It says, when I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die, if thou dost not speak to warn the wicked from his way, that wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Why? Because you didn't give him warning. Nevertheless, if thou warn the wicked of his way to turn from it, if he do not turn from his way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. That's why Elder Tar told you earlier. He said that, if you tell somebody and they don't take heed, then their blood is off of your hands. Now their blood is on their own head. Therefore, thou son of man, speak unto the house of Israel.